All right, this is gonna be as awkward as when you go to like the movie theater and you see the main actor congratulate people and thank them for showing up and watching the movie in the movie theater, and then the main movie plays. Yeah, it's gonna be awkward like that. But anyways, this is episode 5 of the 99er special. We are, as you can see, still going through camera troubles where it only records for about half the episode, and upon restarting it, it only started recording about 2 minutes per session. So I just scrapped half the video, and it's only going to be half video, half audio, or full audio, sorry. So if you're watching the video version of this, thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe, that whole shebang. But you're only going to get about like 30 minutes of it. I apologize. We're still trying to figure it out. It's kind of a janky setup for now. But otherwise, this is going on for way too long, and enjoy the episode. Thank you. Bye.
What a fucking intro, Jackson.
Oh yeah, this is definitely not going in the intro. I'm not complete. I'm like very foggy today.
Tell me about it, dude.
It's gonna be a cold start. We're gonna ramp up.
I got 8 hours of sleep, and I feel like I'm the most tired I've ever been.
How many melly did you take?
0.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Passed out at like 1 o'clock. So weird for me.
Yeah, I was up later than you.
Yeah, so brutal.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just got home, nobody was on, and I was like, I think I might use this.
I'm just gonna go to bed.
Went right to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. But
Yeah, the 8 hours of sleep every once in a while. Fucking stellar.
it hits, man.
Dude, my cousin's got a podcast, and big shout out for. Actually, I'm gonna tell a story in a little bit. I'm still warming up. We haven't even announced that we actually have a name finally.
We do. We're big name guys.
Yeah.
Jackson came up with it. All credit to Jackson.
Hey, yeah, it definitely took me a couple weeks, but it's we're the 99er special. So
Let's fucking go.
big cheers for that one.
Big dubs.
Patent pending. I think it might actually not be a bad idea to trademark it.
It could be a good idea.
I just don't know what. Like, can you trademark a name like that?
Yeah.
Or would they look at it like, oh, you've got 0 followers?
No, I think you can trademark whatever. Some dude like. Well, no, maybe I don't know. I think you could.
Fuck. Maybe that's not a bad idea.
How you do that? You just go to like copyright.com.
Yeah, you just
type it in. You're like, I want it.
Vancouver has like a trademarking house.
I mean, you go to Vancouver like every week, so let's just we gotta go to
apparently.
Vancouver. So.
Hey, you and I both have gone to Vancouver within the past. I guess it would have been 2 months now.
Yeah, Jesus.
But yeah, dude, the Will Smith slap was 2 months ago.
Brutal.
That is absolutely astounding to me.
That's the worst thing about working 6 days a week.
Yeah, because just time flies regardless.
I don't even know. Not only do you not know what the fuck day it is,
Yeah.
ever, you just, time flies so fucking fast.
Yeah, man. Well, because all you're doing is working.
Literally, every day I wake up and I go to work. That's what I do. And it's like, even today, like I woke up, mind you, there was no fucking shot that I would have overslept for my job today.
Yeah.
Because I went to bed at 1.
Yeah.
And I woke up in a panic.
Freaking out that you had to go to work.
I was like, oh shit. Like grab my phone, immediately open up the bus, like the transit app. And I was like,
it's 9 o'clock.
what am I doing? And I was like, fuck, it's gross. I was like, go to bed, dude. Jesus.
Did you go back to bed?
Yeah. Like a little like, and then my alarm went off and I was like, fuck, okay. Well,
There's this line that I think Felly has. I don't know. Do you know Felly?
not by name.
I must have. I think I've played Felly for you.
Probably.
Yeah, Felly's got a line that goes. He talks about, I forget what it is specifically, but he talks about being able to wake up and then fall back asleep.
Okay.
And being able to do that, just like having the ability to wake up in the morning and go, you know what, I can just sleep for another hour.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a crazy thing. I mean, like, working 6 days a week, like, that doesn't happen.
No. But, no, I've always been that kind of guy who's, like, never had the ability to, like, if I'm up and I'm up, like, not if I'm, like, hitting my alarm, but if I'm, like, up and, like, awake,
Yeah.
I can't go back to bed.
No.
I can't go back to bed until I go back to bed, like, until nighttime.
Do you immediately pick up your phone in the morning?
I think so. Usually it's to put on music though.
Oh, you
Like
listen to music right away.
Yeah, so I usually like I'll put on a podcast to go to bed,
Yeah.
and then I have it so that like I only listen to the one, so that I wake up. For whatever reason, I feel like I wake up better if I don't have shit going on, and then I have an alarm.
Yeah.
Whereas like I used to just sleep with music all night.
Oh, yeah. That's not.
And
I don't think that's good at all.
You can't wake up. Well, I wasn't waking up at all, but no, yeah, it's like now I just have like a podcast for like 3 hours,
Yeah.
and then I pass out.
Who do you listen to? Do you put on like a Joe Rogan episode?
Dude, there's just one fucking dude that Joe Rogan talks to, and he's like, literally like, he's just like a mountain, like a rock climber.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got
fuck, forget his name.
Alex Honnold.
Yeah, Alex
And he's
Honnold.
got the nuttiest voice ever. It knocks me out. I've listened. There's 2 podcasts with him, with Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And I've listened to the entirety 10 times for both of them. But I still just put it on, and I'll just put like a random point,
Yeah.
and I'll just pass.
So how
out.
long does it take?
Dude, sometimes like 5 minutes.
Really?
It's nuts. Well, no, I go like, so this is the problem.
This is fucking crazy.
This is the problem though. I sleep, like when I go to bed, it's like past the point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to bed at like 4,
Yeah.
because I'm not like fully tired yet.
You're saying 4 a.m. by the
Yeah,
way.
not PM.
No.
But no, yeah, like I won't go to bed at like 4 unless I'm like really fucking exhausted. Because like we get off at like 3.
3 in the morning?
Like if me and Peter play, or if me and Miguel
Oh,
play,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
we'll get off at like 3.
I thought you were talking about we'll get off work at 3.
No, like I'll get off work at like 11 or like 12 sometimes, and then I'll get home, play till like 3, and then yeah, I'm not tired, so I just kind of like fuck around for 3 hours and then I pass out.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think that? Is this because you're just like distracting yourself before you go to bed?
I think so. I think it's I don't know what it is. I think it's just like maybe because
I don't know how to sit properly.
you're sitting great, Jackson.
I'm sitting fine, but I'd like to have like an actual chair here. Instead, I'm just like balls out to the camera.
Jackson, that's how you have to sit. You're a dude.
Yeah,
You got a
I
dick.
don't want to. Yeah, but I don't want to like was it mansplain?
No, no, man spread, buddy.
Man
But
spread.
This is the man spreading is only a thing on the bus
No.
and concerts.
Yeah, and like park benches and shit.
Nobody's sitting on a park bench in 2020.
Not you. You're at work all the time.
That's fair.
Yeah, people still sit at park benches.
Are park benches even a thing?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
What do you mean? Are they a thing?
I don't know, dude. I could
What's
take
else
you
even to a park?
when it snowed.
Oh, it's summer
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Did I've been working, man. I don't know how to tell you.
I like until we get proper chairs. First of all, we're in an apartment where there's like no room. Like, should I just like sit like this?
Jackson, if you sit like that, I'll be uncomfortable.
Dude, I am uncomfortable right now.
Jackson, you just gotta get like just absolutely twisted comfy, and then you'll be fine.
Oh,
Don't even
okay.
worry about how you look, man.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No one's gonna watch this. By the way, I guess we're deep into it now. Welcome to the 99er special.
This is the 6th episode.
Yeah, no,
Five?
technically I think 5 because we had the
The
double
4 was just, yeah, okay.
4 and 4.5. I think I'm gonna stitch those together and make them a 4 and a 4.5. We did a double header episode last episode, but as just like every other podcast, our main problem was lighting and the
Yeah.
fact that like if I aim this camera up, there's no like lighting whatever in this room, so we're just relying on the light from the balcony.
Mind you, great day today.
Good day. Yep.
Super cloudy.
Yep. Very cloudy,
Welcome to
but the white balance is good.
Yeah.
So we'll have light for a bit, but what I was getting at is that we recorded an episode and had to like stop because Aiden and I were just like trying to squint and see each other because there was no fucking light in this room.
It was dark.
So it would have worked perfectly for an audio only podcast, but we're not here to give you that experience. This is a audio / visual. I mean, you could definitely listen to it audio. There's not a lot happening here,
No, you have to watch this.
but
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess this is episode 5. congrats if you're still listening.
I think
Thanks.
it's the coldest start we've ever had.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, it's
a
it's
20-minute
gonna get
cold
worse.
start.
It's gonna get worse. But
It can only get worse.
yeah, no, this is gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But if you're still listening to this, thanks. First of all, I apologize for the shit that I've said before, and I apologize for the shit I'm gonna say in the future.
Oh.
Because if you're my family and if you're listening to this, then I'm sorry.
Dude, I pray my family doesn't watch this.
Your mom doesn't want to watch it?
My mom is your best friend, so.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
was she asking about me?
No, she wasn't in today. Thank God. She was at work.
Oh, that's tough.
Brutal.
Hi, Stephanie.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
That's not her name.
It is.
I just don't. I don't want to dox her.
Nice. Good. All the boys at my work talk about her.
Okay, is that because you bring her up though?
No, I guess I said that I had a mom, which was a mistake.
Oh yeah, you're immediately off onto the wrong foot.
Yeah, and then there's just one dude, super nerdy dude, but also just a fucking big looming figure in my life. He's got to be like 6'3", 6'4". Just such a fucking mountain of a man though. And he's always talking about how he wants to date my mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, probably not though. Definitely not.
I feel so bad for you.
Fuck you.
Why? Yeah. Any trades experience?
Oh, it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, and women is always terrible. There are numerous people that I've worked with, and it's just like, I don't know what it is, but as soon as you step on that job site, like it's a Wild West. Like the comedy is from 1940
easily.
The ideology of like sex is completely different.
Ugh.
Just blue collar boys, man.
Yeah, the shit that I've heard and seen, it's just not good.
Yeah, I want to get as far away from that world as possible.
Yeah, it's
Quickly.
it captures you, man. Yeah.
I mean, if you fit into it, of course.
Yeah. It's weird because I've been in it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's not good. it's only ever been that. Never not been bad. But
Yeah, and it'll continuously be like this.
Yeah.
I find it so funny when I see like the TikToks. I think I was talking about this last time, but like the construction TikToks.
right.
That entire world is so just disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, TikTok in itself is disgusting, but
Yeah, I'm a victim of it. For sure.
I try and stay as far away as possible.
I'm sucked in, bro.
Sucks.
I'm
Yeah,
so
but what's your For You page like?
Bah, just TikTok thoughties.
Oh,
Um,
it's not where I expected that to go.
no, that's all it is, man. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but it's pretty much just that. There's not a whole bunch of like other. I get a whole bunch of stupid bullshit though sometimes. My boy at work and I have like this weird thing that we have to send each other, just the most heinous shit.
Yeah.
Like recently there was this dude who was like 100 and something years old, and it was like a big thing on TikTok. Like it was like a big
Will
thing.
I need to censor this?
No, he was like he was
okay.
just streaming, like they were just streaming him in his life, and it was like that motherfucker was a skeleton, and he was just like,
And he was streaming?
well, like his family was streaming him or something like that, because I guess
What
he
the
was like
fuck?
he might have been like the oldest dude in their country or whatever.
So they just put him on stream? Was he playing Fortnite?
No. Shit. No, he was playing Fortnite, Jackson. He was fighting for his fucking life every day,
Yeah,
bro.
he was cracked, man.
Yeah, he was literally a fucking skeleton, though.
So they just had a camera.
Yeah,
set
they
up
just
on him.
like he was just set up and he was just sitting, just doing his thing.
That is horrible.
It's probably the worst thing you could do to a person. Period.
I mean, there's that. I mean, does he realize what's happening to him?
Well, he's dead now. So, R.I.P. him. But
Wait, when did he die?
like recently, that's why it was such a big thing,
Oh,
because they were streaming him. He was like 100 and like.
did they stream him pass away?
No, I hope not. Who knows though? Motherfucker looked like he was dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
It's
I
like,
definitely like they
he's
could've
still
just-
there,
it
but
could have been
is
like
he-
3 days of like, is he dead?
yeah, like he was he just like sitting in a chair?
Hey, it was just like T-posing as a skeleton, and I was like, okay, dude.
T-posing.
Yeah.
Dude, like, have you ever seen we might have talked about this on this podcast, but have you seen? Oh fuck! I think we definitely have. See, that's the issue. Is I forget what I talked about on here, but the guy who died and his family got him like properly fitted as a corpse so he could like. See, I forget what it's called. Do you know what it's called? Embalming, I guess.
Yeah.
And they like posted him up at a club. Yeah, we definitely talked about
Did we
this.
talk about this?
I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
fucking remember this.
Yeah, so they're at a night. I guess his favorite place was this nightclub. So they set him up on stage next to like the MC and the DJ. So there's like a video of a bunch of people turning up, and then a group of people standing there like, where the
dead.
Yeah, that guy is not alive. That guy is unalive.
Dude, that's so heinous.
Yeah.
That's so heinous, bro.
Bro, did you see the video yesterday? I didn't send it to you. The video of the guy at the airport getting mollywopped.
No.
Oh my god, man. I'll show it to you later, but this video, it starts out in the middle of a fight, as most of these videos end up being. And this guy, I think the customer engaged in it, or initiated the fight, and the sorry, I'm gonna try. There's people outside. So then the customer initiated the fight. I think he like slapped the employee, and the employee strikes him back. And then as soon as that happens, it's a full out brawl.
Yeah.
But Buddy he's getting fed. The employee's getting fed, just like left and right hooks. And finally, like there's this one hit, and he like, that's so funny. He's like, there's a baggage claim, and the baggage claim is like right here. You know when you like set your bag down there, and they like slide it onto the conveyor belt. Well, Buddy like goes up and like hits him and knocks him like right over the baggage claim. They like checked his weight, and then he fell over.
Jesus.
This guy gets back up and he's got like blood all over his face.
Fuck me.
This guy slapped him once, and then ate 4 punches.
Yeah.
And that was the entire video.
I don't fuck with that, man. I don't fuck with that at all. Man, why is everybody fighting?
Dude, I don't know. I don't think I've ever really witnessed a proper fight.
No, I've been to 2 altercations, and it was always just like a sucker punch.
See, sucker punches are like the worst.
Oh, it was pretty
part of the
savage.
deal too.
Yeah, I fucking, except for when Isaiah got punched in the face. That motherfucker. That was just a straight up fight that I came and watched, and
What was it scheduled?
yeah.
That I came and watched.
Yeah, it was like smoke pit after school or whatever. And I was
Oh,
like,
it actually was.
yeah, like
Oh,
legitimately,
shit.
yeah. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, okay, cool. I had shit to do, so I was like, I'll head over.
I didn't have shit to do.
Yeah, so I walked over to the smoke pit, and there it was. Just Isaiah fighting this fucking toothpick of a man.
And Isaiah
got rocked. He won't admit it, but he got hit in the face pretty good.
Isaiah, man.
He's a good kid. What a dipshit. I still remember the motherfucker who hit him too. I won't put him on blast, but
Yes, okay.
he definitely.
Put Isaiah on blast.
Yeah,
You
fuck
won't-
Isaiah,
won't
man.
dox this guy.
Um,
Oh man, we're name dropping so many people.
Yeah.
What, we have Isaiah on an episode?
I hope not.
Dude, he would be so happy.
One of the dudes I work with said that we should bring the guy who wants to date my mom on the podcast.
Oh,
And I was like, fuck no.
really?
Dude, he's way smarter than I'll ever be. So I think it would just be a waste.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm interested now.
It'd be
Why
brutal.
not?
Maybe. he's so awkward as a human. But we could do it.
How old is he?
Like 28 or something like that.
Is he like full kitchen?
No, he's like a nerd. Like, it's weird.
Really?
He's like, yeah,
Potentially.
like very nerdy.
Potentially.
Could
I
be
do have
potentially.
ideas of bringing people on though.
Yeah, I think we should start with some good local boys.
Yeah, I got some ideas.
Yeah.
We can bring some fellas on here. I want to bring guys on and then just ask them the most like ridiculous questions. Like a completely unstructured whatsoever.
Yeah, it'd be a vibe.
I think if we bring on a few people, You like come up with a couple questions, I come up with a couple questions, and then we just feed them the entire time.
Yeah.
Like left it right, make it the most uncomfortable experience ever.
It'd be pretty gangster.
So what else to get up to this week? Just
Dude.
work?
Dude, work, man. I wish I could like take you on a date with me because it's literally the exact same every fucking day. I literally wake
Awesome.
up and I just like sit. I have on the transit app. You can like see where the bus is on this route.
Yeah.
And I wait for it to go to the Gorge Golf Course.
Yeah.
And then I start getting changed. And then I immediately get changed and walk to the bus stop, and the bus is there. And then I go to work, and I come right the fuck home, man. It's literally my day every day.
So if this podcast never happened, you would just...
Today it would have been a gaming day, 100%. Today I'd just be sitting at home, 100%.
That's pretty tight.
No, yeah, it's just work. I went downtown today.
Yep.
Don't do that.
You went downtown today?
Yeah.
What for? Well, you were just so...
Yeah, I didn't work today. Just kind of like window shopping, I guess. I don't know. Like I was like, I wanted to go see if I could get like new work shoes, and
Yeah.
just went in there and walked around, and I was like, and then just went home. Downtown's so whack. I saw a dude today sleeping at a phone booth.
We have phone booths?
Yeah.
Where?
Yates Street by the 7-Eleven off
What
Douglas.
the fuck? Who uses a phone booth?
Don't know, but this dude used it as a sleeping
Oh, he was
thing.
sleeping in there.
He wasn't. I don't know how you pictured him sleeping on a phone booth. He wasn't the way that you think he is. He was not facing the phone, and his head was resting on top of the phone, and he was just sleeping.
I mean, you're just taking a little break.
Dude,
Can
he
you
was
close-
so fucking like horizontal or like diagonal. It was insane. I literally looked at him and I was like,
It's like a 70-degree angle.
yeah, I was like, how the fuck are you sleeping like that, man? But he was
You
just
know what he
sleeping.
threw on?
Hmm.
He threw on The Alpinist. He's
Oh.
listening to The Alpinist.
Ugh.
What's his name again?
Dude, fucking Alex Honnold.
Honnold, that's
It's
right.
gotta be what it is, man. You
Yeah.
just passed right the
He's
fuck
just
out.
like, he got into, hour and a half in. Joe's
Oh.
already like a joint and a half deep.
Ugh.
And Alex Holland.
Just talking to him about his fucking rocks.
Honnold.
Honnold. Just talking about him climbing.
So, can you close the door on those?
No, it's just a fucking, like, it's just a little, like,
It's just a stall with
yeah, not even. It's like, it's fucking holy because it's downtown. It's been broken so many times.
Yeah.
It's just like a skeleton frame and a phone. That's all.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Then he woke up, which God bless him. He woke up and then went across the street and did probably the craziest shit I've ever seen. I'm all for like trying to find change
Yeah.
around. This dude opened up 2 mailboxes, like he was gonna find some shit, like just like the little the drawers. Just opened both of them and then walked past.
Like
Yeah, like the ones that
like
you
the
put
public,
shit in
you
and
gotta
then,
put
like,
stuff in. Yeah.
He
so-
just like opened the drawers.
yeah, because there's gonna be stuff hiding. in
Maybe,
there.
and then he just left, and I was like, okay.
Dude, I went last night and I saw the new Doctor Strange movie,
Okay.
and I went at 10 o'clock
Yeah.
on a Monday night.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the crowd there
Yeah.
watching that movie, fucking hilarious.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
Basically a midnight viewing of a Marvel movie on a Monday. It's 3 M's right there.
Yeah.
Midnight Marvel
Movie.
Monday.
And okay.
Yeah, I guess the movie too that would
Yeah.
work. Was so fucking funny. First of all, I bought I looked at the seating arrangement when you were like buying tickets,
Yeah.
and there was one person who bought a ticket.
Bah.
And I'm joking with my buddy. I'm like, it'd be fucking hilarious if I bought 2 tickets
Yeah.
and put them directly beside this guy.
Ew.
Because the entire theater was empty. So
Yeah.
I didn't end up doing that. He was off in a weird zone
Yeah.
at the movie theater. So I just like bought 2 tickets in the dead center.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's exactly where you want to be.
Yeah.
And first of all, the movie was pretty good. I don't know if you've seen many of the...
I've seen all of the Avengers movies,
Yeah.
but I've seen like the Iron Man movies and like the Thor movies, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen any like the other ones.
This one was the darkest one I've ever seen.
Really?
Like, there was death, for sure.
Interesting.
And I did not expect that whatsoever. And it was also filmed like a horror movie, so there was like
Interesting.
jump scares throughout it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I was scared. I
Right.
felt pretty okay through it.
Yeah.
But there was this one guy in front of me, and he was very audible throughout the entire movie. Like, this motherfucker was laughing at every single part, and not like a you know, like a little snort,
Right.
a little
Like he was getting after
like
it.
quick breathe in, breathe out.
Mm.
No, he was like cackling. And I remember there's one part where I think someone gave a different character like a pair of sunglasses, and that was it. Like, there was no dialogue or anything. And as soon as the pair of sunglasses was exchanged, he was crying in laughter. I'm looking over at him, and I'm confused because I thought I missed something.
Right.
So I'm like looking around, like, no, nothing else happened in the scene. Like, what the fuck is buddy laughing about?
Man?
And there's one jump scare in this fucking movie,
Oh, good.
and a pretty important character, you know, sees a fate, and he's like, "Ah, fuck!"
No.
Freaking the fuck out. he's genuinely. I don't know if this is like his third time viewing it,
There's
or
no way.
every single thing that happened was a constant surprise to him, and I was
Brutal.
jealous because I was like, "Fuck!" Like, anything in this guy's life, everything's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
You go in and the McDonald's ice cream machine's broken. He's like, "How could that be?
Yeah. Like he doesn't.
When
expect
does that happen?"
Yeah.
Bitch, every time.
This fucking guy, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand. So the rest of the movie, and granted, it was a 2.5 hour long movie.
Yeah.
He was laughing almost at every single scene, and I'm with my buddy, and we're sitting there, and we're laughing at him. We're trying not to, we're not trying, and he's like a row in front of us too, so we're trying not to like draw attention to ourselves. But it was so difficult not to laugh at him.
Brutal.
So then we get up and we start to leave, and there's like a group of like 4 guys behind us, and I swear to God, every single one of these guys looked the same.
Brutal.
They're all wearing like dad's sandals,
Yeah.
and they all look like they were just like straight from I guess the prairies or Amish. Like, every single one of them had like the longest beard.
These are Amish.
No, there's no Amish in the prairies. That's like Utah type shit.
Yeah.
But those types of guys, that crowd there was not at all what I expected. Actually, no, that's a lie. It's completely what I expected
Yeah.
for a Monday night viewing.
Bro, I hate going to the movie theater for shit like that, bro.
What?
Because people be doing that all the time. Like, if I watch a movie, I want to watch a movie. Because obviously I've never seen this movie before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the movie theater and watching the movie. I don't want, like motherfuckers be yelling and shit, bro. Like, just let me enjoy the damn thing.
Dude, it was so funny, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's like... yeah. No, I can't fuck with that. Dude.
When's the last time you've been to a movie?
Like, in a movie theater?
Yeah.
Shit. Long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what movie it was. Like, easily 4 years ago.
Shit.
Yeah.
They've gotten better, dude. Like, you probably... the last time you went there, they probably didn't have the reclining seats.
Motherfucker, last time I went there, I went to the Silver City.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't have no reclining seats there. But
You're missing out.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I can't focus for that long. Bro.
No, that's completely understandable. My
Can't do
back
it.
was hurting halfway
Yeah.
through that. I can't sit down for that long.
No.
Especially on those seats.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was like getting up, like squirming around, like moving, like throwing my legs over the chairs in front of me.
Ugh. Yeah.
Bro, like, what the fuck is happening here?
No. Yeah, I can't be me. Funny enough, I watched a movie at my buddy's house the other day, though. My coworker's house.
Yeah.
Like on Sunday night. It was good. We watched a movie called The Northman.
Oh, you saw The Northman?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's a pretty good movie. I mean, yeah. It was a pretty good movie. I don't really like, I can't fuck with like focusing for that long.
Yeah.
It was alright. It was like just like the typical like Viking story. Like he just did his thing. And the
Just
Vikings
did
did.
his thing.
Yeah.
What, did you just like kill a bunch of people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they basically like somebody killed his dad. He was pissed, killed everybody, and then killed the dude that killed his dad. That was
Yeah, it's a pretty good story.
just Viking shit, man. Best part was I was with just a goofy group of people, And at one point, through every like Viking movie or any like movie kind of like that, there's like a point where like he has to try to like fit in, and like he's like doing some shit, like he's building stuff, or he's like working and like doing stuff, just working.
Yeah.
And it dead silent this entire time this guy was, and then he just spits out the craziest 2 words that have ever been put together. Before it even happened, he
And
just
this is like bouncing off of last episode where we talked about dog water.
This is a different guy. He was there, but this is a different guy. Yeah. But
this is somebody you were with.
Yeah,
This wasn't the Northman that said that.
No.
Oh, shit. Okay.
This is the dude that I was with. As he's like working in like the fields and like, you know, busting up some rocks and whatever, he just screams slavery montage. And then it cuts to a slavery montage, because that's what they all were slaves.
Oh.
And then he's just doing his shit, bro. He's like building huts. And
So,
shit.
has he seen this movie before?
No, but he just called it like a fucking ace, and I was like, okay, good for you. But slavery montage, nobody's ever said that before,
That's so fucked up.
ever.
Bro.
He's the most tame that I like of the people I work with, 100%.
Yeah.
And then he said that,
And he
I was like,
says slavery
I
montage.
was like, oh, okay. Slavery montage is nuts. As 2 words together.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just brush over that
Yeah.
as 2 Caucasian podcast hosts. I don't want to be associated with slavery montage.
Yeah.
So was it a good movie besides that?
It was a good movie. It was like, I don't know. Again, like I'm not like the best for like movies, but it was enjoyable. It was a good time.
Where did you guys see it?
We saw it at funny enough, the dude who wants to date my mom, his house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we went to his house. He's like a big time nerd. He has like a big interest in like the ancient like Romans and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that kind of like nerd, like history nerd.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
It's better than a bunch of like Funko Pops.
well,
You get in the guy's like entire Marvel Cinematic Universe characters and bobbleheads.
yeah. But so this guy, we walked into it. Mind you, he's like one of the most mysterious people that we know. Like he just like,
And you got to go to his house?
and we got to go to his house, so it was like
Okay.
nuts. And like I'm talking this motherfucker, like he's a big dude, like not like a huge dude, but he's like tall and like fucking
Right.
he's like a presence, and he is so fucking silent when he moves, it pisses me off. Like there'll be times where, and granted, it's like loud in the kitchen,
Right.
but I can still hear when people are walking.
Yeah.
Can't hear this motherfucker.
No, so he just
At
like
all.
pops up right behind you.
He'd just be showing up. So he's a fucking,
Is he a good guy?
he's like giant heart.
Would you call him your stepdad?
Fuck no. Everybody at my work does, but I don't.
Calls him your stepdad?
Yeah. No, so we get to his house, and like this whole night we were like joking about like, well, we're probably gonna die tonight, but at least it's
Yeah,
been rad,
because you're going
boys.
to his house.
Yeah, I was
for
like, well,
sure.
at least it's been rad, boys. So like, I'm glad to go out with you guys. And we get to his house, and the first thing I saw on his coffee table was just 5 like replica daggers. There was 5 of us, so I was like, oh, so that's symbolic. So we're gonna die for sure.
Was it including him?
Yeah, there's 5, including him, and one of them there's 5 daggers, and I was like, oh great,
What? So you
maybe he was gonna, I don't know.
think it was gonna be like a
Like,
murder suicide?
Yeah, maybe.
Crazy.
And then I kind of realized that, oh no, this is just kind of like what this fucker likes, because there was like, that's a good time.
Yeah, that's
right
a
there.
great sign. See, this is gonna be a big portion of the beginning episodes of this podcast. We have like a fucking actual video recorder. Keep going though.
Yeah. Oh, it's still recording audio?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. So there's 5 daggers on the fucking table, and I was like, oh, that's kind of sus. But then I looked around, and that's when I figured out that he was like kind of like just like a history nut.
Yeah.
And there was like swords on the walls and shit, and like
Oh,
very,
so you
very
didn't-
tastefully done. Like it wasn't like, it's not like a fucking dungeon. Like it was just like how
some
you would have
artwork.
paintings. He had like like ancient like replicas of
Right.
whatever the fuck, and it was like it was a pretty dope little spot, but definitely thought he was gonna kill us.
What was like? Did you watch on like a projector or something?
No, we just watched on it. He has like a TV like yours. Like,
Nice.
Just kind of sat iron like this and watched.
Big
TV.
sectional couch.
Yeah, just a big fucking couch.
Did you tell him that you're a podcaster?
No, it's come up everybody asks me what I do on my days off, and I'm like, well,
I actually have this
I just go to
podcast
Jackson's house.
that hasn't released yet.
Yeah, but yeah, no, didn't die, and that's the most important part.
Well, yeah, because this podcast would be
It'd be kind of
very unweighed. I'd be sitting here like looking at nothing, talking about shit.
you'd still look over here.
I'd still be looking over there. Where else would I look to? Just
Yeah.
like at the camera. I've thought about that. There's been a couple times that I've sat down and actually just talked to this camera.
Really?
Yeah, I want to build the skills to do that,
Yeah, I don't have it.
and it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
It's pretty like I could see it being easy to pick up if you just had like ADHD and you're just like you're just like talking nonstop.
Yeah.
But being able to like look at the camera and actually have a conversation with it,
I couldn't do it.
pretty fucking weird.
No.
How do you feel about this?
This is different though. For me, this isn't even here.
Yeah,
Like for me, it's just me talking to you.
yeah, that's fair.
But no, I couldn't do it, bro. Even at work, bro, because I guess it's because like the turnover rate at work is so high. But if you're not there for like a week or two,
There'd be new guys.
I don't even talk to you. And that's not a
Oh,
disrespect thing.
yeah.
I don't like if you make it past like a week or two.
Yeah,
Cool. Then we'll start talking.
yeah.
But I just don't. I'm not that guy who's like
You're not that guy.
I'm not a manager. Like I don't need what.
Well, that's new.
Motherfucker, this little 5-minute
That's new.
action. But yeah, I'm not a manager. I'm not gonna come there and talk to you and ask you how your day was because, quite frankly, I don't care. I got shit to do.
Understandable.
But no, yeah, I think that's probably what it is for me though. Like maybe that's what started the hatred for talking to people. Because I'm just like there's too many fucking people to talk to, bro. I talk to like 10 people and that's it.
Dude, I'm gonna blow your mind.
Yeah.
There are 7 billion people in this world.
See, like, I'm just gonna throw out a rough estimate. That's like 7 billion two people. It's like too many, bro.
You think?
I think so. I think we could get what are you doing, Jackson?
I'm gonna sell artwork on this podcast.
Jackson.
I don't
I don't want.
I don't want this thing anymore. So if anyone wants to make an offer, it's yours.
It's insane.
I gotta like monitor this thing. Fuck. I've got this camera that only records half an hour at a time.
Yeah.
Yet I've downloaded programs and I've broke it, so now it records longer. That doesn't do shit.
It don't work
Apparently, but at least we got microphones. Yeah. So this artwork is a winter special. If there's no price tag on it, so the price tag's whatever you guys want to make it.
OBO, man.
OBO. Dude, I've posted shit on Facebook. I got a pair of like 4 jeans and a couple t-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's biting.
No. Well, it's the summertime, right? So there is that. I mean, there's that.
Would make so much goddamn sense. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a
I
thing.
didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy wearing jeans mainly because our summers don't ever happen until about halfway through June or July.
Yeah, it's always
Like it's May.
a
It's
month.
technically spring. You can
Yeah.
still get good pairs of jeans.
That's true.
I wore shorts I wore shorts one day at school. This guy told me I needed to tan my legs more. He's like, holy fuck, you should see some sun. I'm like, excuse me, man, we live on the West Coast. We
Yeah.
see rain about 342 days a year.
Yeah. Bro. That's
No.
like the one thing I'm so used to, bro. I'm so aggressively white.
You're also like, oh my
Jeez.
God. All right, so it's the audio video podcast. God damn it, man.
Yeah.
Why is this happening? Okay, keep going. Aggressively white.
Oh no, I'm so white, and like I do not tan,
Yeah, because you're
It's
ginger. You just
impossible.
freckle.
dude. Yeah, but like I also just sunburn, man. Like even when we went for like Matt's birthday,
Yeah.
I got fucking burnt to shit. And it's like there was just no hope in
We weren't even like in the sun.
No, we literally went to the beach like one day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just brutal. Like, I just got burned instantly.
I do that. Like I don't really tan that well.
Yeah, I can't do it.
We're gonna try this again. Please stick with us.
Bear with us,
It
man.
will get better in like 15 episodes or so when we know how to talk on a mic.
Yeah.
If this just like spirals downhill, I'm just gonna say fucking an audio and audio for the
audio. That's fine. With me.
Yeah. So at least they got to see this poster.
Yeah. Yeah. Buy it.
Yeah, if you could buy it, that'd be like really fucking nice. Dude, I was driving home a couple days ago. And you've longboarded before, right? Have you never?
Why'd you say that with so much confidence?
Have you never longboarded or
no.
skateboarded?
Fuck no.
Really?
Why'd you say that with so much confidence?
Because you grew up here.
Yeah.
Everyone you know has longboarded or skateboarded.
Yeah. Except me.
Every single person
Yeah.
you hang out with.
Yeah. Literally.
Okay. But what I was getting at is, do you know what a death wobble is?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was driving home a couple days ago, and I'm coming up, and in the oncoming bike lane, there's a guy, big guy, can definitely ride a longboard well. Like you could see in his stance.
Mm-hmm.
He's like turning the corner, and he's like, the board's smooth, and it's just like going into the apex of the corner really well. Guy makes it. He's killing it. Then his girlfriend comes up behind him, and she has her arms up in the air, bro, and she's just like grinning ear to ear. And then I look down at her legs, and they're just like vibrating profusely. I'm looking at the board, and the board's just like fucking off left and right. I'm like, oh no, this is it. That's death wobble. And the worst part is she didn't know.
Oh, bro, yeah, because she's so excited.
Yeah, she's excited. You probably, and if you've been on a board and you've experienced death wobbling,
Yeah.
you know deep in your stomach,
It's bad news.
there's
bears.
like 2% chance you're getting out of it. Happens on motorcycles, happens on bikes. I've had it on motorcycles and then on longboards. I've
Yeah.
had it on both. I've come out of both.
Yeah.
So there's a way to do it, and you just gotta like be calm or either ride it out completely. But if you like have like the smallest inkling of like no confidence, this chick didn't even know
Yeah.
that this was an issue.
Yeah.
So I'm staring at it. I'm like, she's driving. I'm driving past her, right? So I'm coming up to a red, and I see like my eyes are just glued to the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And I get to see her fucking left, right, and then off the board.
Bye-bye.
Fucking like yard sailing, like the Tasmanian devil when he's like doing his cloud of dust.
Yeah.
Her shoe like flies off. There's a car that's about to hit her, and they swerve out of the way, like run over the board and keep on driving.
Brutal.
I was like, oh, poor girl, man.
Yeah, she learned it the hard way.
Yeah. The worst part about it was it was a really nice day out. So she was wearing short shorts and like a tank top.
Brutal.
Like,
Yeah, you're
Oh.
getting dusted.
ow.
Not even good at all.
Dude, there was a time growing up where I did it, and I fucked my knee so badly. I had like, it was like the same day I decided not to wear knee pads too.
Good.
I think I had elbow pads, and I definitely had a helmet. But it was like, I think it was like 11. I'm like, I'm way too cool for knee pads. Of
course.
Like, no way I need these anymore.
Of course.
Hit the death wobble, knew immediately.
Yeah.
Like conceptualized death as an 11-year-old.
Yeah. Well,
Here we go.
I died.
Yeah.
Yeah. My Civic used to do that.
You had death wobbles in the Civic.
Yeah.
I think you're the only person that has ever experienced.
Death wobbles in a car.
Yeah.
If I went 120, my whole dash would shake. And then if I went to 140, my wheel would aggressively shake. I hit that a couple times, and it's not the dopest thing.
No.
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 Not
I
the
don't
most
even know
correct.
where to begin to fix that.
You just sell the car.
Yeah.
That's what we did. Yeah. Dude, one time I was riding, Matt has like a fixie bike.
Yep.
Good. Matt has a fixie bike, and I understand completely how a fixie bike works.
Yes.
Completely get it. 100%, not even a doubt in my mind. I know what happens. Mind you, I still get on a bike, and I'm still trying. I want to coast.
Yeah.
Like, I want to coast down a hill. So I'm riding this bike, and we're in like a group. For whatever reason, there was one bike, and there was like 5 of us.
You don't have any brakes on a fixie, do you?
No, you have brakes.
Yeah.
Like, you have normal brakes. but you just can't like let your feet stop because they're like the gear just keeps rotating.
Oh, and if you wanted to do that, you had to take your legs off.
You have to take it off, and then
Okay.
getting back on is a nightmare. But
Yeah.
so I'm like, there's like 5 of us, and Matt's on this fucking bike, and I'm like, let me ride the bike.
Yeah.
Bro. Like give me the bike. So I'm riding the bike on Lamson. We just passed the elementary school, and we're going down like towards Peter. We're going to Peter's house.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll just like fuck around, and I'll like go around and come back and fuck around, and just I'm on a bike, like whatever. And I start going down the hill, and instantly my mind just goes coast. Like you're going down a hill, you don't need to speed up, just coast. I'm like, okay, cool. My legs stop moving, except they don't. They keep going, and then I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Mind you, again, I still know how this shit works.
Yeah.
Like, I know what's happening, but I'm just like, this is not happening. And then I like stiffen my legs to try to like figure out what the fuck's happening. And then it like bucks me once, and I was like, oh shit. And then it bucks me again, and I was like, that's not good. And then it bucks me one last time. The entire bike flips out from under me, and I just go straight over, absolutely demolish my knee, and this bike's just flying like a car crash behind me. And this dude, it was the worst timing ever. There was a dude at the house that I flipped over. There was a dude like just like weed whacking his lawn, and he's like, you good? And I was like, what part of this makes it look like I'm good, bro? I don't have a fucking helmet on. I just absolutely dusted myself. Of course I'm not fucking good. But I'm like, yeah, get on the bike and go right back to Matt, who was still at the fucking school. This happened like instantly. Like I took off.
Yeah.
Go back to the school. Leg is fucking covered in blood. The worst thing I've ever been a part of.
It's been 3.5 minutes.
Literally.
That you've been...
That's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, fucking, like, I don't know. Get to Peter's house, and Matt's at this point. Matt is still a trained like first aid person,
Yeah,
because he was a lifeguard, because he's a fucking stud. But so he's like, we're at Peter's house, and he's like cleaning it up, and he's like, okay, this is gonna sting. Just fucks it up with hydrogen peroxide, and I was like, nice. And then he like looks, and I guess like I had like dug out a chunk of my fucking like knee, and it was just kind of like hanging there. And he's like, well,
we're gonna have to rip that off.
We're gonna have to take that off. And I was like, you're goddamn right, we're not. And I just like pushed it back in, and I was like, you're not touching me anymore, Matt. I'm not letting you touch me. Fuck you. And then I just like left. So now I have a huge fucking scar on my knee. Fantastic. But no, Matt, never let me ride a fixie ever again. Don't do that. It's the worst thing ever.
Can you ride a bike?
Yeah. Like so well. That's why like it pissed me off.
So well.
That's why it pissed me off. And I even understood what the fuck a fixie was. And then I was like, well, that fucked up.
Well, here we go.
But that happens, man.
That's so tough.
I think it was just because it was Matt's bike. Dude, Matt has this insane ability to make you, and it's not like a disrespectful thing, and it's not like he's trying to, but he just has like this ability that makes you feel like you can't do something. Like because he's so good at fucking everything he does.
Yeah.
That you're just like, well, I'm not good at it now, even though I've done it every day. Like I can't do it anymore. So brutal.
What you're explaining to me is that Matt is living in your head.
Matt's in my head
like
rent-free, bro.
Rent-free.
Yeah, Matt's been in there for years. But
so Matt and I rode motorcycles up at where I used to live.
Yeah.
And we went on the highway where there's like no traffic whatsoever. You'll see like one vehicle that drives into town. One vehicle that drives into town like once a day.
Yeah.
And Matt's on his leader bike.
Yeah.
I'm on my 750 bike, and my bike was old as shit.
Yeah.
And it was broken, but I was too stubborn to accept that it was broken because I was so excited that I bought this bike and I saved up for it.
Yeah.
So I just rode it with all the blemishes it had, and by blemishes it had like life-threatening blemishes. Like there was no way I should have been riding that
bicycle,
thing.
Yeah.
No, it was a really
like
really fast, really fast, really dangerous motorcycle.
Yeah.
And Matt had a faster bike that was safer.
Fucking fast.
So we're taking it on the highway, and I'm passing him, he's passing me, and then we pull over, and he's like, "Well, fuck, why don't you just like ride my bike and I'll ride yours for a bit?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
Yeah.
First of all, hop on his bike.
Fuck me.
Yeah, dude, I went 120 in first gear.
Yeah.
And there's 5 gears left
Yeah.
after that. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with these?
No, his bike is
Where am I supposed to go in 6th gear?
Yeah.
Like,
where are you coasting in
Get
6th?
get to Cameroon,
Yeah.
start from here, hit Utah in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
What
Literally.
the fuck is that? So then I do that, and then in the same instance that I'm thinking about that, Matt passes me, and when you're on a bike, the balance and the physics behind balancing the bike in the center of gravity is applicable to where if you let go of the handlebars
Yeah.
when you're coasting, the bike will just keep going straight, and then you
Yeah.
can like balance it a bit with your body weight, and it'll go into corners and stuff. But if you're going fast enough, it'll just like
Yeah.
keep you going straight. So Matt does that on his bike all the time. I did that on my other motorcycle all the time, but this one you can't
Right.
because of some fucked alignment on it. I don't remember why. I never got it fixed.
Like on your bike?
On my bike.
Okay. Yeah.
So Matt finishes going like 100 and maybe 100, barely 100, and he hits the point where it's a straightaway. So then he just takes his arms off the handlebars, and the bike just starts death wobbling.
Bah.
And I saw Matt. I heard Matt, and he was like a couple vehicle lengths in front of me, and he's like, "Oh, holy fuck!" And he like grabs the bike again and like slows down.
Yeah.
And he comes up beside me. He's like, "You forgot to tell me that."
Dude.
Sorry, boss.
Yeah. Dude, his bike was so fucking. I'm pretty sure he sold it. That's why
He
I'm
did,
using it in
yeah.
Past tense. But his
Yeah.
bike was fucking insane, and it had like an aftermarket exhaust on it.
Yeah.
And one time it was me, him, and Peter hanging out at Peter's house, like Peter's parents' house, and we were hanging out shooting the shit, and then it was like 3:00 in the morning or something like that, and Peter or Matt had to go home. Matt's like a grandpa, so the fact that he was up at 3:00 was insane to me, anyways. So Matt went home, and me and Peter I think we were like sitting on the deck because I think it was like a nice night out, like
Yeah.
it wasn't cold enough where we had to go inside. So we're just like sitting on the deck, and Matt leaves, and we can trace him where he's going
Yeah.
the entire time. It's so loud, and then we picture that he's around about like wholesale club area, like almost to his house.
Yeah.
And I guess something happened, like where he like maybe got cut off or like almost got hit or something like that. So he pops it in a neutral
And revs it.
and just fucking bah, 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 bah. And we hear it so fucking clearly from the wholesale club to Peter's house. It was so fucking loud. And then we just immediately text Matt. We're like, "You good? What the fuck was that?" And yeah, I guess somebody like almost hit him, and he just like dropped it and fucking, and it just so crystal clear all the way to Peter's house. It was fucking insane. His bike was so loud.
That is so funny.
So nuts.
For context, the wholesale club is like, what would you say, like the equivalent of like 5 blocks away, probably?
Yeah, probably. It was.
There's a
brutal.
huge. The thing with that is that there's a huge open field
Yeah,
in between that, and there's not a lot of buildings.
yeah, but it was fucking so loud. I was like, holy shit.
I was so. I remember I got grounded once because my dad went to bed at like 9:30 and I was up at 10:30. This is like grade 8, and I was playing Call of Duty, and he came in and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He just like laying it all
Yeah.
on me. He was pissed. He's like, "You got school in the morning, you're addicted to this."
Yeah.
And then then he grounded me for like 2 weeks. I was pissed.
What a legend, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy he did that.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I should have been able to do all that.
Yeah, I got lucky with my dad. I think like because I had 2 older brothers,
Yeah.
so I got to see like a lot of bullshit,
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of just like stupid, like especially my like the one closer to me, like 3 years older than me, like the younger of my 2 brothers, and like yeah, he got in trouble all the fucking time, and I was like, dude, I just don't want to do that. Like whatever the fuck you're doing,
Yeah.
nah. But I always had like this like healthy respect for my dad.
Oh,
where I was
yeah.
like, man, that motherfucker could snap at any minute, and
Yeah.
I'd get in fucking trouble. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing shit. bro. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck you want me to do. I was like, I don't care.
Which is funny because at the same time you're the third kid, and so
Yeah,
normally
I should be like a little shithead.
Yeah, normally at that point they don't care.
But I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, I just don't want to get in shit. I don't want to get grounded, bro.
Having a healthy amount of fear for your parents at that age is fine.
Yeah.
If you were to tell me now you're still afraid.
No, it's definitely turned from fear to respect. For sure.
It's definitely just respect.
Yeah.
Like my dad and I are like buddy.
Yeah.
But definitely growing up. I mean, even then, like I was working and we had shit going on with, like I have two sisters below me.
Yeah.
We had shit going on with them. So
yeah.
Growing up, I was the first child, but I always just like stayed away from what everyone was doing.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck. I wanted to do my own stuff. I like got a job pretty early on. I would like go to school and then go to work right after, or I'd go like play sports after.
Yeah.
But I remember there was one time, I forget what I said to my sister. I was making fun of myself. I was just being a shithead.
Yeah.
And I don't like, obviously, like spanking kids, like, oh,
yeah,
maybe not all the time. Really
no,
good.
But I get it.
My dad mollywopped me. Let's like open hand, back of the head, whoosh.
Yeah, I think you need one of those every once in a while, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah,
it was so funny because I don't know what was like redder, my face from just embarrassment or like my head from contact. And that was, I think, the only time my dad hit me. And like, as soon as I did that, I was like, oh, yeah, I understand my place in this world.
Yeah. No, you get humbled real fast.
Yeah.
I've never ever been hit or anything like that. But it was just like, I was like, dude, I just don't want it to happen. I was like, I just don't need that in my life. Bro.
Yeah.
But, dude, I have a fucking healthy respect for Peter's dad for the same reasons, bro. I know that motherfucker will hit me for stupid shit. Like, if I'm just being a jackass, he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But that dude, I love him. But even Randy, or even like Matt's dad.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, I got some respect for him too.
Oh yeah, I've never been in a position where I thought
he's smart as shit.
I was never beacon off around Randy.
I wonder if Matt's ever gotten it.
I don't know.
You don't think so? I don't think so either, man.
No.
Not that he's like a shitty kid, but I think he just like had that level of like, yeah, that motherfucker could do it if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So I better not do it.
Yeah.
But
well, like Bryce and Sean.
That motherfucker would do some damage, dude. Sean's a big dude. Sean is a big dude.
There's no way. I've always been on like great terms with him. But I swear, like if there was ever an instant, and then his brother is like an MMA fighter and a bouncer.
Yeah, like you don't want
too. Like I've ran into his brother downtown because he used to bounce.
Yeah.
And I like see him at a club, like all love, just dap him up.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a certain I don't know what the word is, but respect's like the best way to put it.
It's just like a healthy fear. Just like, I'm just not going to do that because I don't want to get fucked up.
I'm sure you'd like feel like shit too after hitting your kid.
100%. But I think like, again, and I'm not saying this as like a pro like abuse thing, but like there's times where like I guarantee I've done some dumb shit.
Oh,
and like
totally.
where I would be like, dude, like
if I were my dad, I'm surprised he didn't do more.
I'm definitely surprised my dad didn't do anything because I was like, even after seeing all this bullshit, I was like, I'm still gonna do some things, but no. Never got into
do you remember the time? Do you remember a time or like the first time where you guys had an argument with your parents and then you like reconciled pretty quick?
Damn. I don't think like, I think I went into it knowing that like he had two other people that were like fucking with him.
Yeah.
So I didn't even like, I was like, dude, I'll just do whatever. Like, even if I don't really give it, like, if I don't think that it's like the dopest thing.
Yeah.
I know that it's probably in my best interest. So I'll just like chill out. I'm sure we've had disagreements. But no, I don't think I ever like had an argument. I don't think I've ever raised my voice to like anybody of that matter.
Yeah, I can't see it happening.
I'm not a very like
confrontational.
Fuck no. Like I'll do it in like like situationally. Like I've had people like talk shit about Peter.
Yeah.
And I've had to shut that shit down because that's just not okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, like I'm just not a very like. I'd much rather just kill you with kindness and just fucking just talk shit about you with my boys and be like you're dumb as shit, bro. Like you're the worst kind of human.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, just keep the cycle going, bro.
Like thanks, man. You're just proving my point. Appreciate it.
Can't wait to go talking to my boys about you.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever had disagreements with my dad. But
nearing the end of me living with my parents, my dad and I were button heads.
I could see that because it's like now it's like not just like a son like getting told what to do. It's like I know what the fuck's happening now. Like I got my own shit to deal with. So like now I want a little bit more of like like they don't have to think I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like I know what's happening.
It was like 17 or 18. I was like working 2 jobs, going to school and doing like night classes all at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'd come home and he'd be like, it wasn't anything stupid. He was just like, I don't even like, honestly, it probably was stupid and I did get upset with it.
Yeah.
But it was probably kind of like came on as nagging, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And I finally just snapped. I was like, hey, yo, cut the shit, man.
Yeah. Like I got it.
And at the same time, I definitely didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
But I had a decent enough grasp to understand that I was growing, and if I was gonna have like any more nagging, and it's not nagging, like he was never nagging.
No, it's parents looking out for you.
Yeah, it's parents looking out for you. But at the same time, it was like, I think mainly the environment that I was living in, where I was like, okay, you're gonna be applying your advice to me, yet the rest of this house is just like not in turmoil, but the rest of the house was going through stuff. So I was like, you know what, it's either it's gonna be I'm happy to live here, and I'll take what you're telling me. So then I just like dipped and then moved 2 doors down.
No, I can't. I think I have a real problem with, because like in all aspects of my life, I've always tried to like, obviously like try to do your best and try to be like I've never wanted to be somewhere, whether it be a job or whether it be like anything, and just not try to be the best at it, like whatever I can do. Like, and it's not like a fucking I'm gonna be the best, but it was just like I just don't want to do something and not be good at it.
Yeah, because what's the point of doing it?
Yeah, and like so that was like the thing with like when I went and worked in kitchens, I was like, I just want to be like the most useful and like the most like whatever, like just I want to be like the most valuable person you have at any given point in time.
Yeah.
But then it would be on like the same kind of thing. I would be like, I'd be getting taken in to like the office, and they're like, why isn't this shit getting done? And I'm like, I'm not the only one who's working. Yeah. There's 10 other fucking people who are just as fucking liable for shit happening. Yeah. So why the fuck are you getting mad at me? Like, I'm not the only one who's doing it. Too? Yeah, and I was like fucking 17, bro. Yeah. I was like 17, and I was like managing a fucking, like a restaurant. And I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one. I have fucking school, dude. Like, I'm literally going to school, getting on I'm like leaving class early. Yeah. Going here. Like, and then I'm gonna deal with a bunch of 28-year-olds. And then I have to fucking boss around adults. Like, I'm not like, bro. Like, please, give me a fucking break. Yeah, for sure. So I was like, just pick on some other fucking people. Like, get these adults. But that's the thing is, like, because you're the guy that seems to understand what's happening, people are going to come and ask you shit. And that's the thing. It took me so long for me to realize why it was happening, and then turn my attitude. Because you were taking initiative. And then I had to turn my attitude from being like the fucking woe is me, why is everybody picking on me, to being like, they're only doing this because I'm showing effort. You're the motherfucker who's supposed to be doing this. Like, you are the dude who is capable enough to do all of this shit. Yeah. So you have to do that. Or you have to delegate and make sure the shit happens. Yeah. But in my tiny little child mind, I was like, this is bullshit. I'm doing way more than everybody here. Yeah. Why the fuck am I getting in shit for this? But it was a life lesson, man. And as soon as I learned that, I was like really good introspection. Thank fucking God. But no, it is. I remember I went out and I worked at a mill out in Gibson's. Okay. So like on the mainland, and like a little bit. Like if you take the Nanaimo ferry instead of the Victoria ferry, and then you go a little north up of that, there's like a small town, and it's like Seashelt in Gibson's, I think is what it's called.
Basically, you got to take a ferry and you take another ferry
Right.
to reach this point because there's no highway that goes up there. Still on the mainland, but they just never developed there.
Okay.
I think I could be just talking out of my ass. Regardless, that's what I had to do. So I got there, and my buddy Robert and I, we worked a 12-hour shift at this mill, and we made like dumb amounts of money for the day. But this is because when COVID hit, everyone who was able to be sent out, this was like immediately COVID. Like no one knew what the fuck was happening. There was no precautions. It was just, okay, everyone stay home. There's no work.
Yeah.
So they didn't have people like laborers to come out and work.
Yeah.
So they got like a select few people. Granted, none of us worked in a mill ever.
Yeah.
So they got an emergency mill shut down, and they brought in painters, drywallers. I was
people.
an electrician. My buddy worked with trees.
Yeah.
And works at a snow mountain. Mount Washington.
Okay.
That was a really dumb way of saying that.
That is essentially what it is.
Yeah,
It
a
is
snow
mountain
mountain.
of snow.
So they had to teach us how to work at a mill and have us work at the emergency shutdown, because there's not like, you don't get a week to do it. It's like be done in 36 48 hours.
Yeah.
And then we got to turn right back up because we got to be producing shit.
Yeah.
So we had to be doing, and this is when I think I was 19. I was 8. Yeah, I was 19. And we had to clean out, I guess when they had, like with paper products, they had to like filter the paper, and they had to like chemically alter or just chemically press the paper.
Yeah.
And as they're running through all this chemical, it like picks up, it's kind of like a big filter system.
Okay.
So what we were doing is we were taking out the filters, and we were replacing like replacing the outside shit that catches the filter,
Right.
or catches whatever the filter filters out.
Yeah.
And basically they were just like I forget what they were, like metal encased filter fabric shit, and we had replaced all that stuff, and we did that for 12 hours. But basically what I'm getting to here, and it's a long ass winded story, was people were coming up to me because I knew how to properly delegate and tell people what to do.
Yeah.
But I had like 45-year-old men come up to me and they're like, hey, so what do you want me to do now? And I'm like looking around like, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Like, I thought you're the one that's supposed to know what's happening
Yeah.
here. And he's like, no, man, I'm just like a drywaller. I was just brought over here. I'm like,
Brutal.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No one here has been trained in any regard. So then I just did what I thought I needed to do and just started delegating shit to people.
Yeah.
And then I had like groups of 3 or 4 people coming up to me, asking me what to do next.
Yeah.
I went home and I was like, I think that day was, I knew this before, but this one like cemented this idea in my head where I went home that day and I was like, fuck me. People over the age of like 20, I thought or 25, like I thought they knew shit.
Yeah.
No one knows shit.
No.
No one knows anything.
Hell no.
We've said this before, but like adults, that's not a real thing.
No. You're always trying to figure it out.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
But being like the kid and you're looking up to people and you're looking
You're
for
like, well, they have it all
answers.
figured out.
No.
They don't.
They don't have
Nobody
shit
does.
figured out.
Yeah. It's so brutal, especially like, I'm sure you maybe have seen this too, but like you get people who have paper, like red seals and shit, and they'll come in and they're like, okay, this will be like an easy little training thing. Like, because obviously like it's probably not the same when it comes to like electrical as kitchens, but in kitchens, like everybody knows how to cook,
Yeah.
but you don't know how to cook at this specific place.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's
kind
pretty
of how
much
it
the
is.
same.
So that's
Sure.
how it is for us. It's like I'm sure every fucking cook in the world knows how to cook.
Yeah, because there's a basic understanding of shit, but every place does it
Yeah,
differently.
like 100%. Like we'll do it completely different than the next place.
Yeah.
So that was like always my thing. But you'd see people come in and they'd have their red seal and they'd be all up in their high horse, and I'm like, you don't know
Jack shit.
how to like. In my mind, like we were always like this dude I worked with like told me, he's like, you are one of the best line cooks that I've ever like that we've worked with.
You?
Like as
Dude,
a line cook.
Way to go.
Yeah, which is whatever. But it's like he's like you're like one of the best. Like you could go to any other line, and like any other, because that's like what we call a kitchen.
Yeah.
So you could go to any other kitchen and
You'll be fine.
you could outwork whatever. just because you know how to do, like, basically you're just moving units.
Yeah.
Essentially, like you can move units better than anybody else, but it's just like these people who are coming in from school, they know how to cook and they know everything that goes into it, and that the techniques and the classical teachings or whatever don't know how to line cook.
No.
So you have to basically teach these fucking people who know it all, who think they fucking know it all, how to do it. Because all you do in school, like, you don't really do that much practical shit in school.
No.
It's a lot of theory. So you're just, like, getting in and you're like, well, you've read about this.
Yep.
Now we're going to show you how to do it.
We're going to apply it.
And they're just so fucking dumbfounded. So stupid.
The thing that I have a lot of issues with school. Our education systems were, like, ultimately fucked up. The thing that school teaches you is they teach you to a test, and then on finishing that test, you may or may not become a Red Seal completed X.
That's it. Yeah.
I did my test on last Friday.
Yeah.
And I won't know for like another week if I'm actually Red Seal. I finished the school.
Right.
I've graduated as an electrician, but I won't have this test. Regardless, what I'm getting at is school doesn't teach you. They don't teach you that you're not going to know anything.
Yeah, which is
what
nuts.
they should do at like the last week of school is be like, okay, so what we've taught book wise, this understanding is accepted among other cooks and restaurants.
Yeah.
So that you'll have the same knowledge as these people.
Yeah.
But you're not going to know it. Most of the work, like if you ask any tradesperson, 90% of the job is learned on the job.
100%.
It's not learned in school.
Yeah.
So you get these jackasses who show up from school, and this is not because it's their fault. It's because they leave school and they're like, "Oh, well, I know how to do this."
I've learned everything.
I've dealt with people who come in and they like try bossing me around and tell me that my methods are all fucked up. And it's like, okay, well, you just spent 3 years in school.
Yeah.
I've spent 3 years in the trade. I know
Doing
what's
this.
efficient.
Yeah.
I know what's going to get the job done.
Yeah. No, it's nuts. I went to school for like a month for culinary school.
Yeah.
And I left for 2 reasons basically, and one of them was just because like I knew that it wasn't what I was gonna do.
Right.
Like I don't want to cook. Like I don't in the future, anyways. I don't want to cook. Like it's not.
Yeah. It's just an ends to a means, right?
Yeah,
now.
exactly. And
ends
like,
to a mean.
And another reason why it was just like it was such like a fucking like dick measuring contest. Like everybody in there was like so like I'm fucking the best.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever. And I realized that very quickly because there was one of the first practicals we did. It was like we had to make like 5 different soups.
Right.
That was our day. You had to make 5 soups in an hour, and then you had to present them to our like head chef at the school, and then he would tell you what it needed, if it was good, if it would pass, whatever. So we were making these soups, and I'm seeing these people do it like one pot at a time. And they're making their soups, and they're like being really careful, like tasting every fucking second.
Yep.
Really carefully, just fucking doing it. And I'm like, that's cool, that's fine. But I could tell that nobody in
Has
there
been
worked,
in a proper
has
kitchen.
done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all had 4 burners. Like that was our little thing. You had a little 4 burner set up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, fuck it. Put all 4 burners on. Put all my shit down, and I just start making these things. And literally, I had a dude beside me freak out. And he thought that I was like the coolest fucking person in the world because I can like saute flip in a fucking pot, and he was mind blown. And I was like, bro, this is literally what we do every fucking day.
Yeah.
I'm like, chill the fuck out. And then I was like sitting there, and I'm like, and this fucking one dude was just like absolutely having a mangled time. Like we had to make like a chicken noodle soup, and then we had to make like a fucking like a cream of chicken soup.
Yeah.
And he puts the noodles in the wrong soup. So he made a cream of chicken noodle soup. And I was like, Jesus, buddy. I'm like, okay, throw that out.
Yeah.
And take mine. I'm like, literally just take mine, bring it up there. I've already got it graded. Just bring it up there. And hand it in as yours, buddy. Chill the fuck out. Everybody in here is scared. You're okay. It's going to be fine. Just chill the fuck out. Like, just, it's so crazy that, like, these people were so, like the first day they're, like, in their little cliques, and they're like,
yeah,
I'm so fucking good. And then as soon as we got time to, like, doing shit, nobody
can't
could figure
do
it
anything.
out. Yeah. dude, it was so brutal too. And then because I because I just utilized what I had, I was finished in like a half hour.
Yeah.
So I had a half an hour, and I was like, "Chef, what do you want me to do?" And he's like, "I want you to go around to everybody's station, and I want you to basically narc on them if they didn't clean their pots well enough." Because what we had to do, I'm not even shitting you.
He set you up to be a narc?
He's like, "You're going to be a narc." And I'm like, "Okay, fine by me." So...
Wait, you just accepted that
position?
position?
I was like,
of
fuck
power?
it, dude. I have half an hour to do nothing now. So I was like, I might as well. No, I was like, fuck it, dude. All these kids need to learn now. So
okay, no, I see where you're getting.
So
that's fair.
When we walked in, it was like a fucking pristine kitchen.
Yeah,
like it's like a fucking it's where you're learning how to cook.
Yeah.
So it's like fucking pristine. Like there's shiny pots and pans everywhere, and like as soon as you put a pan on like a flame burner, it just starts getting like carbon buildup.
Yeah,
it's just what it is. Like it's what happens. And so I'm like sitting there and I'm cleaning my pots, and my pots are just
shiny,
back to normal because that's what they're supposed to be. And I'm like putting all my pots back, and he's like, "You have to go around and you have to check everybody." And I was like, "Okay." And I walked around and I literally grabbed one off. Somebody put it back and said that it was finished, like put it back on the shelf.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Chef, I got one." And he's like the first one.
Was this in front of the class?
This is in front of the class.
Oh,
and like literally,
my
like
God. You look like his henchman.
I know. I'm like, but in my head, I'm like, I fucking won because I'm the little fucking teacher's pet, and I'm like, fuck you, dickheads. So I got one, and he's like, the first one, he's like, guys, we need to be better on this. Like, we need to just clean the shit. I showed you how to do it. I need you to be it to be this clean.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. That's one. Go around and grab one more, and he's like, guys, I'm fucking serious. Like, I can't, like, I have to train fucking like two semesters worth of people
at once,
and there's fucking like 5 classes a day. Like, I have to make sure that this shit is clean.
Yeah,
you guys can't fucking leave me like this. And I'm like, okay. And then I grab a third one, and he's like, he literally stops everybody from doing everything, fucking screams at everybody, telling him that his kindergarten children can do better than him. And I was like, holy fucking hell. And I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I was just told I had to do this. I'm sorry, everybody. But dude, it was.
Did you keep going after that?
No, he's like, dude, you're good. Everybody's just gonna rewatch everything, and I'm gonna watch them. And I was like, cool. I was like,
see ya.
Brutal, dude. Went on my lunch break. I was like, peace out, boys. It was so brutal.
Did you get beat up after that?
No, fuck no, no. That's like the best part about working in a kitchen, is when it's like when it's time to cook. The head chef can say whatever the fuck they want to you.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything about it.
Dude, that's what I feel like it is whenever I watch like Hell's Kitchen or something, or Kitchen Nightmares, and Gordon Ramsay's just going off.
I've worked in places or under people who that's a very real thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, like it's in your head, going into it that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But that outside of work, that you and him are like the best of buddies.
Well, that's the thing, is like, that's why he's in that position, or that's why they're in that position, because they are able to get a crowd of people to
100%
to do what he says and what needs to be done.
Yeah,
like in a high-paced restaurant like that,
especially like like we're just trying to move units, but we need to make sure that the units are
there's quality.
Yeah, like it needs to happen. So like he's like there was this one time where I was like, fucking, I'd like, so at our restaurant we have 12 burners, like that's what we have is our pan station.
Yeah.
And I had all 12 burners going. So I had to focus on 12 things. And I'm like stirring this fucking risotto that I'm making. And I'm like making sure that this fucking sauce doesn't like over. And I'm like just everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm finished stirring the risotto. And he turns around. And he's like, Adin, if you're not fucking stirring that risotto, I'm going to fucking kill you. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Yes, chef. And I just like keep stirring the fucking risotto. And then I give it to him. And I was like, dude, like,
do you have to say yes, chef?
Yes. It sounds, well, like you don't have to, but like it's the same kind of thing with like parents, right? Like you have this like level of respect of just, it's like an insane thing. Like there's people who've worked above me that I don't and wouldn't refer to them as a chef, because it's just like, you're just some dude.
Yeah.
You're just some dude who gets paid more than me and who tells me what to do. Like that's fine. But you're not a chef. Like even me, like I'm just a fucking line cook, and I've been doing it for 10 years. Like it's like it's not who I am, and I wouldn't ever be called that because it's just not who I am. But this dude was very much that motherfucker. Like dude, another fucking time, I just like quickly got into work, and we instantly started getting fucked on. Like as soon as I got through the door, and I realized I didn't have any fucking shredded lettuce.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, dude. And I just start
Dicing up
quickly,
lettuce.
like just shredded it up, put it in the thing, and he walks down the line to make sure that we're all ready. Sees my fucking lettuce. He's like, "Do you cut this?" And I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I cut that." And he's like, "Well," he takes the insert out of the fucking thing. And he's like, "Well, this is fucking useless to me." And he starts grabbing handfuls of it and throwing it out while he's telling me how shit I am at fucking cutting. And he's just throwing handfuls of this whole thing that I just cut, and he's just throwing it out. And he's like, "I can't fucking use this. It's a waste of my product. It's a waste of my time." And I was like, holy shit. It was absolutely brutal. And it sounds nuts, but it's like, that's the kind of shit that you love. Like, that's the kind of shit that, like, makes you want to keep going. It sounds so backwards. But, like, you getting yelled at for literally doing the easiest thing in the world wrong, it feeds you, and I don't know why it does.
So it feeds you.
Oh, dude, it made me so happy that I feel like it, because it was like somebody like gave a shit like so hard.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like getting away with random little shit. Like he was like inspecting you.
Yeah.
And it was so nuts. But yeah.
That's fucking wild.
It was nuts, man. That's what it was. It's nuts.
that's wild, man.
It's so crazy. There's some places where like the hierarchy is such a big deal. So like usually what happens is like head chefs for all intents and purposes are usually just like the guys who are doing like kind of like the bookkeeping and shit, and then like making sure the grand scheme of things is going well.
Yeah.
Like they're not realistically making sure that everybody there is going well.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's usually what your sous chef would be. Your sous chef is the guy who's like, or like your executive sous chef is the guy who's in there with you guys fighting every night and like making sure that everything's right. And there's this dude I work with now who used to work at a place called Aura. It's like a hotel, kind of like across the bay. And it was probably the craziest like hierarchy thing I've ever heard, because he was that guy. Like he was like a sous chef, but he would be fucking in your face telling you that the cubes of carrots are too big and they need to be smaller, and then you have to restart the whole fucking thing, and like they have to be cubic. They can't just be fucking tiny little kind of diced. So he was like in everybody's face making sure that everybody's doing their shit, and then as soon as the head chef walks in, he was fucking silent, like just as a fucking church mouse, like just completely quiet, because now you're a beta. You're not the alpha anymore, because the guy is here. So you're not telling anybody what to do. You're not fucking doing anything. You're just letting him lead. And it's insane. It's crazy. It's crazy. It sounds like such a fake like movie thing, but it's absolutely absurd.
I just find the dynamic so hilarious. That
It's nuts.
You're on a date, or you're with your family, and everyone's just like, "Oh wow, this salad's really fucking good," and then like literally 30 feet away from you,
somebody's just getting fucking yelled at for their lettuce, bro.
For the size of lettuce.
Yeah, no,
dude,
it's nuts.
Fuck no.
Yeah, but that's every day, man. Every single day, dude. But then it makes like the things that like are rewarding so much more rewarding.
Yeah,
like if I made a risotto and he tasted it and he's like, "This is perfect," over the moon.
Totally.
Literally never been better. And then I will taste that and I'll remember that forever. That is what I'm going for. That's what it has to be.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a psychological terror. That's definitely not healthy. It's the same thing in the military. You ever watch Whiplash?
Yeah,
dude, it's exactly like that.
Literally, what that motherfucker is he's got that vibe to him.
And when Miles Teller was happy in that movie, it was after weeks and weeks of war, and like bodily harm, and mental harm, and then just for that one little ounce of happiness.
Shit, I did it.
Yeah, I finally did it.
Yeah.
That being said, it's pretty impressive, and
Yeah.
And still like a huge accomplishment to get some sort of recognition.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Yeah.
Yeah.
Recognition
Yeah.
from a guy like that, or a person in a place of kids. He's gone through the same shit.
Yeah.
And if not worse.
Yeah. It's nuts. It's definitely, I think that's what you do it for in kitchen specifically. You're not doing it for your own.
No.
Like, cause it's not like, as much as everybody in there is like a cocky piece of shit and they're like, I'm the best.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes in and he tells you that you're not the best.
Everyone done shut up.
You're
man.
not the best.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that you know. But yeah, as soon as he says one thing that's good, you're like, dude.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
We definitely went way over time, but I was super interested in that. I wanted to hear about that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
We had like an hour and 20 at this point.
Let's
or something.
go.
So what that means is I got to sit down and listen to all of it over again
20 of
and
that.
cut it up properly.
Yeah.
Well, again, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
I guess
thanks for half watching.
Yeah, you can't really watch it. You got no fucking video.
Yeah.
But maybe one day.
Maybe one day it'll
once
figure
this
itself
makes
out.
money in 10 years.
Yeah.
Then I'll be able to afford a new camera.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's a
Yeah.
99er special. That's the
99er
first
special.
confirmed name episode.
Let's go.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Big deuces.
Deuces.